Okay, so we're going to start in a position, making sure that you have two blocks or a pillow nearby. Go ahead and place one of those support tools underneath your ischium bone. So think of that fleshy part of the bum, pulling apart your butt cheeks and placing your bum right on the block, right on the pillow. Maybe just starting with a gentle sway. I'm going to move the candle out of the way and any other flammable devices so I don't fire. Yeah, so just finding something support and basically doing right now is just noticing not loading a whole lot of lumbar spine, establishing your breath. So feel free to cross or even straddle if that feels better. We'll go ahead and just soften the gaze, closing the eyes, rubbing your palms together, creating all the time. Everything is energy. Deep breath in and slow, gentle, deep breath out. Slowing it down, breathing in deeper, and then placing your right hand on your heart, left hand on your abdomen. We'll begin with 3 rounds of balancing breath. So breathing in to the count of 4, exhale to the count of 4, creating that light constriction in the back of your throat, activating that ventral vagal tone. This is our social engagement system. So by activating that, we're able to also activate our parasympathetic nervous system, our response, that rest and digest, moving out of fight, flight, freeze, fawn, and into a state of feeling good or feeling a little bit better. Inhale with me for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more rounds, just like that. Breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2. Last round, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale fully and exhale completely. And feel free to repeat this after me. May this practice heal and strengthen both our bodies and our minds. May this practice strengthen both our bodies and our minds. Just gently curling, rounding, protracting the shoulders, just a gentle bow, honoring your body, honoring your time, and honoring your heart and your mind. And maybe a word or a phrase or even a color, just something to represent intention. Imagine placing it right into your hearts. Just like a child playing make-believe, pretending that you are placing your intention in your heart as you hold your heart with your right hand. Deep breath in. Slow, deep breath out. Ah. All right, let's get started. So let's go ahead and begin by releasing your hands, palms facing up. Inhale, arms are going to go out and up. And just for a moment, imagine that you are stretching, maybe pulling some stars down from the ceiling or the sky, and exhale, cactus the elbows, 90-degree elbow bend, 2 more like that. Inhale, stretch. Maybe someone lovingly is pulling your fingers, and exhale, cactus. Last one, inhale, extend, open up. Let this embodied yes, and release. Coming over to your left side, getting into the fascia, facing the block, pillow, whatever you have underneath, and just placing it to the side. We're gonna go ahead and bend our knees. We're coming into what's called like a mermaid. Really, we're just manipulation of our left palm down and just placing a little bit of weight into that left hip and knowing that you can manipulate it in such a way to extra support using the right. And we're just going to create kind of like a crescent moon shape coming over right glute And just getting into that good stuff. Just noticing if the fascia is stiff or tight. Remembering the fascia is a whole encasing around your muscles. And so if it is tight, which that is life, we just need to spend a little extra time, allowing it to release any tension or stress. And then last one, yeah, got it? Feeling good? Thumbs up? Double thumbs up. All right. Then coming tabletop. And if you need a little extra cushion, we can always mat like this. For the knee, the fingers super wide. Yes. Spreading them even wider. Clawing, gripping the mat. And then if you're noticing any sort of stretch, hands, let's pay attention to that. So right here, we're just going to do some gentle, very, very gentle wrist warm-ups. So as you're your fingers wide, your toes, inhale, protract your shoulders. Exhale, coming back to a line. Inhale, protract in, and exhale, neutral. Last one, just like that, very slow, isolated movement patterns, and release. This next one, you're going to get your hands so fingertips face the long edge of, and very, very gentle pressure, just noticing any sort of sensation. And we're just going to do some lateral pressure. So as you're inhaling, creating a neutral flat back, very little pressure, and then to the left, just warming up the wrist. Just noticing how that feels, maybe even utilizing our hips as we're going from the right side, the left side, just like a pendulum. And then back to neutral spine. This time, keeping the toes tucked, making sure even a little pinky is involved here. It's always really, really good. For a little extra stretch in our hands. We're going to extend our hands out as if we're high-fiving. And then with the left, go ahead and place like a C grip around the right fingers and just gently bring the right fingers back. Using that breath to movement. And then extend it as if someone is kissing your hand. Grab hold of the fingers. It's a gentle, very, very gentle care here. For 3, 2, 1. You might be noticing some slight sensation in your feet. That's okay. Just focusing in now. Focusing on your hands. One more time. High five. Grab opposite hand, opposite fingers back. Deep breath. Exhale. Release. And then as if someone is kissing your left. Grab a hold of fingers. Deep breath in. Shake out the hands. Place the hands back. Shake out the feet. And let's begin with some organic spinal movement patterns. So going into the creases of the left and the right hips, maybe child's pose, noticing anytime this can be your set. Or then just continuing the organic spinal movement pattern. So what feels good? Maybe even closing the eyes and just exploring your own biomechanics. I like to create an infinity sign or imagine my rope as I am just noticing, exploring the creases, all the little spaces in between. If you're going in one direction, just make sure that you switch directions. Bring more full breaths to that ujjayi sound, back of the throat, ah sound. Last full breath. And then, okay. Coming into your tabletop, tuck the toes, protract the shoulders, scoop your, lift your knees, press your hips, push your hands into the mat. And let's go ahead and walk the dog, coming into our first downward facing dog. So even gently shaking the head, yes, no. For 3, stay right 2, and 1. Bend your knees out like a frog, but this time we're gonna do some booty and down dog and release. Go ahead and bend your knees one more time out like a frog. Look forward, step, tiptoe, or float to the top of the mat. Go ahead and grab your 2 blocks or a pillow, just something that you can place your hands and create a flat back. Putting them at the top. Yes. Beautiful. Okay. So the highest level to begin, going to place our hand like so. Inhale, flat back and micro back. Stay for a little bit. Instead of looking up, go ahead and find a spot in front of you. Staying for 3, for 2, and 1. Release. This time, grabbing elbows, knees as much as needed. Allow body to the side. Bringing in some somatic, regulatory practices, fusing that in with our deep breath in, slow deep breath out. And as you're swaying here in this inverted position, just noticing, remembering that in that you 3, 2, 1. Release your elbows, coming back to a flow. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms going out and up, palms touch. Look up and exhale, mountain pose. Let's do 3 half sun salutes. So inhale, arms going out and up, palms touch, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms going out and up, palms touch, unshrug the shoulders, exhale, release. Beautiful. Mountain pose. Inhale, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms going up, palms touch, look up, and exhale. Release. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, arms going out and up, palms touch, look up, and exhale, release, mountains. This time, go ahead, grab, and whenever you are ready, you are going to face the long side of your mat, taking your to grab your strap. You can use a broom. You can use a piece of rope and some yarn or a belt. Whatever you got, let's bring it. Go. So we are going to a little bit wider the hip distance. Heels are in, toes are slightly out. Just from here, using a cone or a little fist pump. So that means strap like a handlebar. This time we're going to hinge from the hips, bend the knees, the arms to float up, and then release. So when we're going to hinge, arms to float up and release. Breath to movement. Inhale and exhale. 3 more like that. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Hold. Inhale and hold. And maybe just kind of playing a little with balance, going up onto the toes. That is available for 3. Yes. Queen. 2 and 1. Coming all the way back down. Let's shake it out. Shake out the right, left, right hand, left hand, full body. Ah! Okay. Let's go into archer pose. So imagining we're Joan of Arc right now. Go ahead and bring it over and grabbing from the bottom. This is the bottom hand is what we're going to use to create the level of intensity that we desire. So as you're inhaling, pulling away, finding a sustainable spot. So maybe not going past a 5 out of 10 intensity. We're going to accelerate our exhalation. From exhalation, we're activating our peristem. So inhaling for 4, exhale 6. Feel free to find a son of you that's not moving and soften the gaze for 1, 3, exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in and exhale, release. Slowly, gently, go ahead and counter pose. Just place this one down using the right hand to touch the left shoulder. Just a little counter pose action. Also, this is another static regular practice. So you can do massage on the clavicle bone, a butterfly tap, deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Okay, other again, using left hand, looping it over. Now the right hand is the one. Maybe even just noticing as we're stretching asymmetrically, might feel a little bit tighter than the other. It's a way to lengthen the stretch voids. And once you find that sustainable spot, beautiful, go ahead and begin with inhale for 1, 3, 4, exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 4, exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Really gently releasing the strap close to the mat and coming back into that counter pose. Maybe a little butterfly. Noticing whenever your knees come up, then a little havening. So using your tips, starting at the shoulders, inhale, exhale, way down. Again, and all the way down. Just letting your body know in this moment you are safe from where but it was recording the whole time, but who knows? So welcome back. Here we go. Yeah, so we're gonna hinge from the hips, bend the knees, peace finger grip. So peace finger is gonna be latching on to the big toe and pressing the thumb in there. Now, yes, the goal eventually is to have straight legs, but in this moment, as we're warming up our tissues and our muscles, we are bending as much as needed so the abdomen is making contact with the thighs. Winging out your elbows, release the weight of your head. This will be an inverted pose, so we are going to take it very gentle. It's a yin-yang approach, so gentle Think of the yin as the feminine. Think of the yang as the masculine, knowing that we have both inside of us. And so we are having this strength training practice. And yes, I am talking so that way you can focus your attention on what I'm saying versus maybe any other sensations. But remember, if there's pain, move away. If it's discomfort, invite it to stay. Notice with curiosity. Deep breath in for 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Load your body weight forward just a little bit. Inhale, flat back. See, grip the waist, and then come all the way up, all the way up. We were inverted for a bit, so let's come back to our heart center. Our homeostasis is placing the right hand on the heart, left hand on the abdomen. Soften the gaze, close the eyes. Return to your intention, the word that you're placing in your heart, something that feels good. And maybe it's a color, maybe just imagining the color yellow or red or green or blue, whatever it is for you, flowing through you like a wave in this moment, protecting you, reminding you that in this moment you are safe. In this moment you are safe. Deep breath in, slow breath out. Release the hands. Inhale. Arms go out and up. Palms touch. Look up. Exhale. Fold forward. Inhale. Flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Go ahead and step back to your high plank pose and bend, lower your knees, come into child's pose. Stay for a breath in. Stay for a breath out. Inhale, curl around tabletop. Protract the shoulders, tuck your toes, lift your knees, roll back, downward facing dog. Push the mat away. Spread your fingers wide, bend your knees, and go back to the little twerking motion as if you are twerking in down dog for 3. Releasing stress in the pelvis for 2 and 1. Walk your hands like feet to the back of your mat. Back of your mat. Bend the knees. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. This time, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Feet are parallel. You're going to place your hands underneath your toes, getting into your hamstrings just a little bit deeper now. So your toes are in line with the wrist crease. Beautiful. Bend your knees lots here. Make it really gooey, really gooey. Remembering this is another variation of ragdoll. It's a yin-yang approach. Release the weight of your head. Thinking of strength in the lower part of your body, yin, feminine, top part, using the breath as a tool, activating your parasympathetic nervous system, knowing that in this practice, we put ourselves in discomfort on purpose to train our autonomic nervous system that when discomfort arises, we can take a calm, centering approach. That is why we do the things that we do. Remembering pain, back away, discomfort, invite in with curiosity. Staying for just a few more breaths here. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale fully and exhale completely. Inhale, flat back, release the hands. High five. High five the mat. See, grip the waist, come all the way up. There we go. Good stuff. Inhale, bring your shoulders up and roll your shoulder blades back. Release the hands, mountain pose, and just take a walk. Just take a walk to the top of the mat. Notice some weights. Maybe you're using a water bottle. Maybe you're using some weights. Maybe you're using some bricks. I was using some bricks yesterday because I didn't have any weights, but today we do. Okay, so grab our weights And let's go ahead and take a wider stance, about 1 meter apart, long side of the mat. And once again, toes slightly in, feet slightly out. Imagine you're racking your weights, so just noticing without placing them completely on the shoulders here. Hinge from the hips, bend the knees, just going into what can be called a sumo squat, and then squeezing butt cheeks up at the top. So we're activating those butt fibers. Here we go. And coming back up. Squeeze at the top. We're going to do 5. So think inhale going down, exhale coming up, squeeze, inhale going down, exhale coming up, squeeze. Last one. Last one. Okay, one more. And all the way up. Ah! Lower the weight. So your little shake. So start at the right, left, right, left, full body. 3. Yes! All the animals, let's have a party. We're having a party. Okay, same thing. Hinge from the hips, square it off. A little wider stance. Rack without placing, just a little rack. Here we go. Hinge, bend, coming up. Just do 3 this time. Hinge, bend. Last one. And up. Lower them back down. And shake it out. And 1. All right, starting once again at the top of the mat. Mountain pose. Inhale. And exhale. Ah. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, step back to high plank. Lean forward, lean back. 3 of those. Lean forward, spread your fingers wide. Exhale, leaning back. Imagine you're clawing in the mat to protect your wrists. Last one, lean forward and back. Push back, downward facing dog. Stay here for a breath in. Stay for a breath out. One more time, deep breath in. And exhale, back out. From here, place your left foot at 45 degrees. So heel is making contact with the mat. Toes are facing long side of the mat. Lift the right foot, bring the right foot forward. If needed, C grip, grab it. Before we even rise for warrior 1, check with our stance. Heel to heel alignment, square off the hips, come to fingertips, or maybe even grab those blocks and just allow a little extra support here. Yeah. Sometimes this can feel really good. Yes, really nourishing. There we go. Just kind of bending in and straightening. Bending and straightening. And then maybe slowly, gently, if it's available today, coming all the way up into warrior 1. So we square off the hips. Hips are facing the short side of the mat. Palms pressed together. Look up. And just for a moment, saying out loud or internally, I am a warrior. What does that feel like? I am a warrior. Deep breath in. Slow, deep breath out. Let's go ahead and open up to warrior 2. Now the hips are facing the long side of the mat. Heel to heel alignment. Open up. Gaze at the middle finger of your right hand. And just noticing this. What does this feel like? We have the inward rotation, the back leg, outward rotation, the front leg. Soften the jaw. Maybe open, close the mouth a few times. Flip the palm of the right hand and reverse warrior. Reverse warrior. Deep breath in. Slow, deep breath out. And windmill the arms back. Step back to high plank. And press back to downward facing dog. Other side. Place the right foot at 45 degrees. Bend the left knee, lift the left, bring the left all the way into the front of the mat. Remember, you can always use C grip. Once again, using the tallest or the middle or the shortest, just some sort of form of support here with the blocks. See how it feels, just coming in Coming into the crevices of your own hip flexors. Deep breath in. So a deep breath out, maybe creating some dynamic movement. Maybe just noticing one side feels a little different than the other. I know for me, this is a little bit tighter. And whenever you're ready, inhale, arms are gonna go out and up, palms touch, look up, squeeze the glutes. As you're squaring out the hips are facing the short side of the mat, heel to heel alignment, slight inward rotation of the back leg, slight outward rotation of the front leg. And one more time, unshrug the shoulders. Take a moment. What does it feel like to say, I am a warrior? I am a warrior. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, open up, warrior two. Just gonna move this out of the way. Warrior two. So now our hips are facing alongside the mat, heel to heel alignment. Gaze at your middle finger. Open up the chest, open up the heart, and breathe. Stay for a breath in. Engagement with the core, transverse abdominis. One more breath here. Flip the left palm, reverse warrior. Reverse warrior. Maybe even imagine your ribs swiveling open. So spinning open as you open the chest, open the heart, and avoid dumping, but opening up. Stay for a breath in. Stay for a breath out. On your next inhale, go ahead and windshield wiper the hands, making contact once again with the mat. Step back to high plank. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, lean back. Two more. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, lean back. Last one. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, lean back. This time as you inhale, lean forward, slowly lower down all the way to your belly. Oh, all the way to your belly. All the way. Go ahead and bend. Bend your elbows so you can place your left ear on your right hand. And just allow your hips to go from side to side. Should feel really good. This is another way to regulate. It's a somatic practice. Making contact with the floor. For 3, for 2, and for 1. We're gonna do 3 variations of superhero pose. So first variation, go ahead and extend the arms out in front of you. Kiss the mat to prepare. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift everything up, up, up. You are flying. Yes. For 3, for 2, for 1. Release. Opposite ear on opposite hand. Allow the hips to shake from side to side. All right, second variation. You're gonna tee out your arms. Use the mat to prepare. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, lift everything up, up, up. You are flying. For 3, keep lifting and breathing. 2, and 1. Lower it all back down. Opposite ear, opposite hand. Maybe even allowing your knees to bend. And windshield wipering to the right side and to the left side, and the right side, and the left side. Okay, bring your head back to center. You're going to grab your shins or ankles or pants, whatever is available to you in this moment. Here we go. Kiss the mat to prepare. Remember, the goal is always to keep the knees together, but it's okay if they slightly do open up. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Lift everything. Here we go. Increasing our spinal flexibility and overall movement patterns. This is a way to help us preventative from falling, increasing agility. We can do it. We can do it. Keep going for 3, 2, 1. Release. Beautiful. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. Let's do a little baby cobra flow. Inhale and exhale, lower down. Two more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Lift. Lift your hands. Baby cobra. And exhale. Release. Going into Sphinx pose. Placing your forearms down. Fingertips grazing the edge of the short edge of the mat. Option to stay here for Sphinx pose or lift up. Just noticing where you're at. Letting this be a nice little reset. Deep breath in. Slow, deep breath out. Slowly lower it back. Place the hands underneath the shoulders. Coming back into child's pose. Nice little reset. Just stay here for a few breaths. Remembering the intention that you placed in your heart, and maybe now imagining that word or color or phrase on your forehead, and just like a stamp being placed into this really beautiful ink pad. Allow your forehead to go from side to side. Just a little cranial massage here. Deep breath in. Slow deep breath out. On the next inhale, go ahead and slowly, gently walk your hands underneath your shoulders, pressing back up, pressing back up. And coming and making your way to a seated position. We're going to do a little gentle axle twist here. So placing your right leg in contact with the floor. So your right foot is going to be under, or I should say over, on top of your left knee. So option is to stay here or to place your right hand as a kickstand behind you. And as you inhale, extending the left arm up. And imagining as you're extending, you're opening up your chest just a little bit. And then on the exhale, go ahead and connect your left elbow to your right knee. Stay here, or as you inhale, lengthen, slowly, gently begin to twist open. Just noticing maybe a little bit of stretching happening in the hip flexors, the outer edge. Maybe feeling a little bit of ease seeping into your digestive tract, as this does help with digestion as well. Not pushing or forcing, just seeing where your body naturally goes. So in rhythm here for 3, for 2, and 1. We're going to do a fun way to transition, but it's okay if we mess up. So I want you to imagine following your left hand, placing your left hand on the floor. Then, here comes your right hand, following your right hand. Then slowly, gently lifting all the way up, up, up. And let's see if we can make it all the way back, but just the opposite leg on top. Where are we at here? So now it would be the left foot over the right. How did we do? Yeah. Then using the left hand kickstand, using just the fingertips. Inhale, extend the right, bend the right elbow, and connect it to the left knee. Stay here, or as you inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Last one. Inhale, lengthen. Twist. Deep breath in. Slow deep breath out. Deep breath in. Slow deep breath out. All right, and release. One of our last poses today, we're going to do a supported bridge. So you're going to go ahead and lower all the way back down. Bringing your ankles as close to your bum as possible, using your hands like brakes. Inhale, lift, and you're going to place your 2 blocks underneath. So I always like to feel for that flat part, so your sacral, and then you're going to place 2 blocks together as your sacral, that flat part is making contact. So I'll do is I'll come a little bit closer to the camera, I'm going to show you with the blocks. Yeah. So let's see. An option is to use maybe even one block too, or you can use two. Two like that. So maybe, yeah, there you go. So use two, and then instead of them being like this, you're gonna go ahead and bring them so it's a little bit taller. Yeah, there, beautiful. And this should feel really good. So if it doesn't feel good, then we just need to kind of, yeah, play with it a little bit more. Cool. So from here, go ahead and take a deep breath in. This is going to be our last pose before our official Shavasana. So from here, we're just gonna notice where your body is at. So if you were to scale it from 0 to 10, 0 being wonderfully deeply relaxed and 10 being the opposite of that, just notice where you are on that scale. And remembering if you have taken classes with me, or even if you just know me on a personal level, you've heard me say this time and time again, where 10 is not existent in this moment. 10 is where you're in the hospital, you're not here in this practice. So we know we're not a 10. So where are you? And just allow this to be an internal check-in for yourself. So that's for your body. And maybe just noticing what has to happen in order for it to go down maybe one number. So even if it was at a 1, what does it take to get to a 0? Or if it's at a 7, what does it take to get to a 6? And maybe it's something as simple as removing the blocks, or maybe I need a pillow. Just notice for yourself that own comfort. And maybe it is accessible to you in this moment to make that change. So I invite you in this moment to go ahead and, as you're inhaling and exhaling, slowing the rhythm down a moment, go ahead and place your hands like brakes once again and lift your hips up and remove your blocks and allow slowly, gently, vertebra by vertebra, your spine to make contact with the floor beneath you. Yeah, and maybe it feels good to extend out your legs into a starfish pose. Or maybe it feels good to bring your knees together, but just noticing for yourself what does feel good in this moment. Then I'll mind the time for our last 2 minutes here for Shavasana. In this moment, just remembering there's no place that you need to be. There's no place or anything that you need to do. Just be here now. Mm. Remembering everything I say is a suggestion. So tailor it to what feels good in this moment for you. Knowing you can stay here for as long as you want, but I am going to go ahead and just lead us out together, coming into a fetal position. However, you get there is entirely up to you. Just go ahead and you just slowly, gently making your way into a seated position from that fetal position whenever you're ready. Very slowly, just like a cat. And once again, using a block or using a pillow, just something to provide some support to your lumbar. And maybe noticing there's a little bit more spaciousness now, or maybe it's the same, or maybe you're noticing something else. Maybe it feels better to open the legs. Once again, tailoring this practice to your comfort level. And then just staying exactly where you're at, close your eyes. I'm just going to come a little bit closer to the camera. And feel free to place one hand on your heart, one hand on your abdomen. We'll go ahead and end our practice today with 3 rounds of diaphragmatic breathing or box breathing. So we'll inhale together for 4, hold for 4, exhale 4, hold for 4 at the bottom. Inhale with me for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in fully. And exhale completely. Your eyes still closed or soften your gaze. Feel free to repeat this after me. May this practice heal and strengthen both our bodies and our minds. May this practice heal and strengthen both our bodies and our minds. Gently forward folding, honoring your body, honoring your mind.